Do you ever wonder what HBO's new Harry Potter series is truly going to be like? Let me tell you, I'm breaking down everything we know so far, the confirmed cast, filming updates, leaks, and a few rumours that are making fans excited. Whether you're a die-hard fan or just curious, stick around because the magical world of Hogwarts is coming back, and so far it looks epic. Thank you for joining me. In this episode, I'm going to look at what we know so far. I've been keeping a close eye on Reddit and X to see what the updates are. There's been some news around Weasleys, so I did a quick episode there. Let's see what's out there and see what we think. So I've got a couple of bookmarks together. First look at Catherine Parkinson as Molly Weasley in HBO's Harry Potter. I think, you know what? They've done well with it. The clothes, the outfit, the purse, the hair, it all kind of fits in with that vibe, the Weasley vibe. So I do enjoy that they've done that. And going down further, I've saw rumours about Jamie Campbell Boyer will return to the magical world to play Voldemort. It's rumours, so we don't know. Daily Harry Potter on X is saying that. So there's quite a lot of that out there. Let's see who's playing who at the moment. So let's see who these are. So we've got Quirrell, we've got Filch, we've got McGonagall, we've got Snape, we've got Hagrid, we've got Dumbledores, we've got the Rons, we've got the Hermiones, and we've got the Potter. Harry, Ron, Hermione, Minerva, Hagrid, Albus, Snape, Quirrell is all done. I really enjoyed the first look at the Weasleys though, as they were going into the train station. It's exciting. They look the part, but there are little things that makes me think. Like if you look at Ron, in the other picture he's doing like that, he looks totally different, and now he looks totally different in this version. So he's got a lot of faces, which is interesting to see. I'm pleased they've done that. On Sunday, August 24th, the cast and crew of HBO's Harry Potter arrived at London King's Cross station to film the scenes happening there in the books. I was following this along with X as it was happening. One thing I'll note is, don't you think Ginny looks a little bit older? I remember in the first episodes, Ginny looked smaller than Harry, as if she was 1 year below him. But here, she almost looks like she's 1 year above him. If you put like Harry and Ginny side by side, will that work? We'll see. We'll find out. And the twins, the lads, they are wearing different clothes. So it's very interesting that they won't be able to pull off the famous scene. You call yourself our mother. You can't tell who is Fred, who is George, that one. Because they're going to be wearing different clothes. So I think Molly will be able to tell who is who. And of course, having her here, it shows that, you know what, they've thought about this. All the little details, all the Weasley, Alistair Strout as Ron Weasley, Tristan Harland as Fred Weasley. But they all look a little bit older than I think they should be. And again, if you look at Ginny there, she looks totally different. She looks small there. But then when they outfit her out, she looks more adult. I think the way they've done her hair, the way they've dressed her up, she looks a little bit more grown up. Ooh, okay, so let's have a quick look at some of these other updates. So I like this. Let me show you this.
The what? Skull. Wicked. I'm Ron, by the way. Ron Weasley. I'm Harry Potter. So it's true. I mean, do you really have the what? Skull.
It's obviously AI, but I don't like the way he does extra movements that Harry doesn't do. A little bit more animated. Interesting. It could work out for them. So we already know Hagrid. We've got the early releases. We've got the Hermione. I like this. So Wizarding World Direct shared what the concept art could look like for the Great Hall. Little sneak peeks here. Common rooms, the corridors, like the aesthetic that they could be touching on, like Diagon Alley. I don't like the Diagon Alley one. That looks a little bit too normal. I liked the magical Diagon Alley of the actual setup that they did with the movies. And obviously the leaky cauldron, this was like an early leak, and they had like pictures of Harry and Hagrid outside. Then there was one here I put, imagine that the costumes you made to match the books is the same costume the show used to match the books. This post is unavailable. So Morgan Ross made a post. I think that was referring to Chris Columbus. I bookmarked it to show you it, but he may have deleted it. Let me bring up the original article. Okay, it doesn't exist anymore. So yeah, I think what's happened is Christopher Columbus has done an interview on one of the podcasts, and I think something he said was taken out of context. So he kind of said something along the lines of, don't quote me, but Hagrid's costume looks like what we designed back then. But I think it's always going to look like that. If you follow the book's description, Rowling would have had a say in like what she wants Hagrid to look like. And if someone makes another outfit that looks very similar, then yeah, I think there's a difference. Like the buttons are slightly different and stuff. So it's not an exact like for like, but yeah, I think it was taken out of context because Chris Columbus did say he's looking forward to like what it turns out to be like. But it's always interesting taking little segments out from what people say, because you never really know the full conversation. So it's probably worth checking out the full episode to see what it is for yourself. Let's have a quick look at what's going on right now. So the Philosopher's Stone is also coming to Harry Potter, the game. Okay. So it'll be interesting to see how the game version of these adapts. Is there any recent news? Breaking: the actors playing Dean Thomas, Oliver Wood and Lee Jordan have reportedly already been cast. So is that speculation? Is that confirmed? Some of these I'm taking with a pinch of salt because it's not confirmed. It's like rumors and yeah, that's why I wait a little bit to see what's actually going on. Okay, here's the Columbus one. So he's wearing the exact same costume that we designed for Hagrid. Part of me was like, what's the point? Well, are we envisioning a new version, or are we trying to do a similar one to book accuracy? Yeah, there's a question there. Okay, so quick look here is mainly Chris Columbus in Twitter, Danny Radcliffe during the first days of filming Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. But see, all of the early photos, they've got that colour, that warmth, as if there's a photographer there taking photographs. So it gives you a different feeling. Whereas the ones we're getting now, they're like kind of cold snaps of like new mobile phones. Let me see if I can bring up a quick one from recent. Ooh, Tom living his best life. See, all of these like feel warm. Look at that one. Run in the seat. They all feel warm. Whereas the new ones, they're like a little bit, the colours are different. It's very, if you ever watched like an American show, like Friends and things, it has that aesthetic, like that show aesthetic. It's got that feel. I'm hoping the Harry Potter doesn't have it. And it's more warm and like real. Like, see, look at that photo. It's got depth. It's almost like it was taken on film. And that's that feeling that we all get when we watch it. But we don't want the new Harry Potter to be too, like, see, if you look at Hagrid here, it's like a bit dry, a bit mobile phone camera filter look. It's hard to explain, but when you see the films and the photos next to each other, you know what I mean. I'm hoping this gives you a little bit of insight of what I'm thinking, the things I'm looking at on X. But stay tuned. I've got a full breakdown of episode by episode of what should be in the Harry Potter series. If you haven't seen that, check that out here. I'll see you on that episode next.